How's it going, everybody? Doing an eating video today and a drink review of the Dirty Mountain Dew cream soda dew. I'll be eating lasagna. This was made by my fiance's dad. It's good stuff. It's got sausage in there, obviously cheese and all that good stuff. First, let me take a couple of swigs of this. It smells alright. That's interesting. That is absolutely interesting. I don't know how I feel about it yet. It's interesting because I'm getting the cream soda taste and you're getting like Mountain Dew. It's an interesting mix. I'm going to put the mic on the other side next time. I'm losing it. It's pretty good. It's more on the cream soda taste. And I love a cream soda. But it has the dew in there, that Mountain Dew taste, which I do enjoy, obviously. But it seems to work pretty well. This is a lot. I'm going to take a few more sips as I go along and grade it. Because I'm enjoying it more as I go on, and I want to make sure that I continue to enjoy it. Now it's going to fall apart. Let's pull a bunch of weeds out earlier. I'm going to give it an 8, the Mountain Dew. They have the zero sugar one too, at Food Line. I like that taste. It's a nice blend. And it's actually, once again, I always find Mountain Dews refreshing for a soda. Like there's like really it's like a thirst quench to it that I don't get from a lot of sodas. Outside of any kind of Mountain Dew. So that's cool. It's a nice blend. But the dew isn't overpowering, which is nice. Like you get hit with the cream soda, and the Mountain Dew flavor kind of comes in It's nice. It's the opposite for me of, and I like a lot of the Dr. Pepper blends, but for me, the Dr. Pepper taste is so strong on its own that it like overpowers the stuff it's blended with, to me at least. And that's why I'm kind of like, oh, it's like I like the drinks, but it's like almost like I want the other flavor to be the forefront. Kind of like this. Cream soda is the stronger of the two tastes, with the Mountain Dew flavor coming up behind. The ship's barely in the microwave, and cheese got hard. The cheese got hard. What's the caffeine count in a Mountain Dew? This is a Mountain Dew, the 20 ounce. I mean, you get 91 milligrams of caffeine in a Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew brings the caffeine kick for the soda. It's no Jolt Cola. Oh my god. No. It's a beefy piece. Yeah, we left their house with good amount, man. Extra. He made a good amount, so. Get that over there. There it is. Mountain Dew. Where's my money? Aston Villa had a draw against Nottingham Forest. You can't be getting draws against those teams at this point. I think they added a fifth team to the Champions League qualification. At least because I thought they were saying 4, but then I saw something like, oh, they might do 5. Because they've done 5 in the past. They might have done 5 this year. So that helps them. But Liverpool gained points on them. Because they won yesterday. They beat Fulham. I'm filming this Sunday. So, but I mean, at least they got a point. So Liverpool did gain the 2. Let me see what else is going on. Yesterday, La Liga. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for leagues. Fixtures. Chelsea and Manchester City at the moment are tied. They have 0-0 or 0-0. Manchester United played Leeds on Monday. Liverpool beat Fulham 2-0. Brighton beat Burnley 2-0. Everton Brentford 2-2 draw. And Bournemouth beat Arsenal 2-1. On Friday, West Ham beat the Wolves 4-0. 4-0. And today, Crystal Palace beat Newcastle 2-1. Nottingham Forest Aston Villa 1-1 draw. Sunderland beats Tottenham 1-0. So that means right now, Tottenham is in relegation. Yep, they're 2 points behind West Ham now. Wow. And Burnley and the Wolves are getting relegated. They're not going to get out. West Ham just got out. I always thought as Tottenham as like a, that they're winning the Premier League. I don't even know if they ever have, but as more of a top team, I don't know, or not maybe top. I guess you'd always be. Even before I got into it, I would always kind of, you would know things. You either know somebody or just, it would come up Premier League. Because Premier League is, it's not huge over here in the U.S., but it's well known. Like, there are a lot of fans of the Premier League in the U.S. It's not like there's not a good amount, but for you to hear Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City, Liverpool, and I feel like Tottenham was always in there. Maybe they've been better, I don't know, but I was just like, oh my god. And they started off the season, I think, decent. I think they've lost like 6 in a row. That's like when it rains, it pours, or just I think they fired their coach, right, a couple of weeks ago. But it's like, it just, when it starts to go down, it just goes down. I don't know how it is in the Premier League or football in general. If teams, like, once they give up, they kind of give up, and it's like you got to wait till the next season. You see this in all types of sports. Like, you tell when the team just stops giving a shit, and they're just like, screw it. Let the season be over. We don't care. But relegation, I feel like, would be bad for them. I don't know their history, so I don't know if they've been relegated before or not. Let me know in the comments. I know Aston Villa has. They were maybe like 5 years ago or something. A little before. I'm really liking this more. Even I might bump it up to an 8.5. It's just that underneath flavor of the Mountain Dew kind of flavor coming up. It actually blends pretty well with a cream soda. I would not have thought that. Of course, not everybody's going to think the same way I am. Why you? But pretty cool. Glad I was able to find it. Like I said, they have 0 sugar there. I might grab that. It's always exciting getting a new Mountain Dew flavor. I don't know if this would be one that would ever get into the rotation. I feel like a lot don't. They'll stay in the rotation briefly, or sometimes have like an extended run, disappear, and then maybe reappear. I feel like, obviously the original, but Code Red, right, ended up being their big number 2, and that is number 2. Voltage is everywhere. Like, even Livewire you don't find everywhere. Like I said, upstate New York had Livewire, but Long Island did not. And I thought, like, Livewire had been gone. Because that's when they released. Originally, they would have released Livewire when, like, early to mid-2000s, maybe? Livewire, even before, maybe? It was like their Sunkist. It's good. You can find it down here everywhere, pretty much. That's Livewire. It's in the rotation. That's the thing. I said the other day. That's what I should have said. Down in the South, at least, from South Carolina. States I've been to multiple stores and have seen multiple Mountain Dews. South Carolina, here in North Carolina, Florida. What the hell is that? In those 3 states, there's a lot more Mountain Dews in the rotation than there are up north. From what I looked, of course, I don't know, like Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Massachusetts. They could have a ton. I can only really go by Long Island up there, but so I like that. I like having Mountain Dews in rotation. Like Major Melon was down here when we first got down here. Major Melon was in the rotation for a bit. 1 second. Oh, maybe I'll do an edit of that if I feel like it. Since I've gotten to a little editing kick on the YouTube app, or not the app, on YouTube itself, just editing out little things like that. But alright, a creamy flavored Mountain Dew take on dirty soda. What is dirty soda? I don't know. I'm ignorant on that. It's dirty. Went outside and got dirty and forgot to shower. I could just look that up. Come on. Dirty soda is a drink. Oh, it's non-alcoholic. Mixing soda with flavored syrups, fruit, and a splash of cream. I mean, that sounds good to me. Like half and half or coconut cream. Originating in Utah. Popular versions often start with Diet Coke or Dr. Pepper and include coconut syrup, lime juice, and cream. And just throw other stuff there. Maybe I'd heard about that in the past, but a long time ago. But sounds good. Oh man, almost full. Cream soda do. And there it is. It's coming down that waterfall. That's actually where they get it from. The Mountain Dew waterfall. Have you ever been there? Ooh. Perfect fit. Just throw up. Now that's the ASMR. There's a viral video. Finish this up. I'm good on soda today. I filmed the pretzels and the Crimson Sour Cherry Fanta. There's my 2 sodas for the day. Oh, that's one too many. These are 20 ounces too. So that's 3 12-ounces right there. And change. I've had that one song, I forget what it's called. The Road Most Traveled or something. From Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. It's a good song. I was listening to the soundtrack the other day. I might have to get another copy of Elder Scrolls Morrowind on the Xbox. They have it on Steam for $15. You can get it for about maybe a little less than that. Not getting the Game of the Year edition or whatever. I had played those as Tribunal and Blood Moon. I'd played Tribunal completely, and I played some of Blood Moon. I don't think I beat Blood Moon, but because even on the Xbox they released it later on. Like I had the regular version, then they had released that one. But I would just get the regular version. You can get it for about $15, maybe a little under. Depends. A lot of people I guess don't realize that if they're selling it, they didn't have it back then, or they weren't young enough, or they were too young to play it, because a lot of people say they'll be like, oh, complete, but it doesn't have the map. Which, whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as the disc is in decent enough condition, that would be enough. Because I really liked Morrowind back then. I remember getting it, playing it. I remember trying. I couldn't find it. It came out in June of 2002, I believe. I remember, like, at the time in Massapequa, I checked Toys R Us didn't have it. Circuit City didn't have it. I think I eventually found it in one of the GameStop. The GameStop and the EB and the mall didn't have it. I think I ended up getting it at the GameStop. I don't know if it was still GameStop or it was Funkoland still at the time. It was probably still Funkoland. Across the street on Sunrise Highway, I think that's where I eventually got it. But I was shocked. I'm like, where's this game's ever done? Anyway, I played it. I was like, this is awesome. I didn't complete it the first time. I put like 60 hours. I think I ran into a glitch. I think that was the problem. Like, I wasn't saving enough back then. Like, I didn't know back then with like certain games. It's like, you just want to keep saving. You want to have a couple of saves, right? You get screwed. And I think it quick saved or I auto saved or I don't know what happened. But I was like stuck on a fence, and literally I would reload the game and I was just stuck in the fence or on the fence, in whatever it was. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, I can't do 60 hours. So I traded it in. And I think like a year later, I picked it up again cheap and completed it that time. Because, I would have to start a new game. I was like, I'm not doing that. I can't. If it was like 10 hours in, I could have accepted. It's too much. Similar thing happened with Gladius, too. But that wasn't a glitch. I wasn't prepared for the fight. I think I talked about that. In Gladius, like, you can level. You have your people you pick up along the way that can die as well. But the main characters can't. If they do, it's game over. But I wasn't leveling up the main characters as much. I had like my crew that I picked up that I liked. And there was a mission specifically where you had to use like 2 of the characters. I had not leveled up that much. And they were like 2 of the 4 I had. And I was just getting my ass kicked because these 2 were so weak. And I can't remember if I was in an area where I couldn't run around in the open, get into battles. I couldn't remember. I was just annoyed. And I was like, I can't be bothered with this at the moment. I think I eventually went back to it. But anyway. I'm going to bump this up to an 8.5. It was an 8 originally, but Dirty Mountain Dew, Cream Soda Dew. I'm going to give it an 8.5. It's a nice blend. I wouldn't think that Mountain Dew flavor would pair well with cream soda, but it does. What else do they have in here? All the good stuff, obviously. This is what you would put in a dirty soda, I would think. High fructose corn syrup, potassium sorbate, ascorbic acid to protect flavor. In parentheses, but it's good. And it actually got better as I went along. Some drinks out of the gate taste really good, then kind of suck by the end. This one was actually getting better, which is nice. But 8.5 on that. Check it out if you haven't. And eating some lasagna.